Trustee Brown?
Here.
Trustee Young? Here. Supervisor Decker?
I'm here.
Clerk's here.
Okay, thank you. Let's stand and do the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Supervisor, we have also open silence for the victims of California.
In San Bernardino,
Yeah, we
yes,
did
we
it
can
for,
do
we
that.
did it for
Right.
France.
Before we go into the minutes, we'll have a moment of silence for the victims of the San Bernardino shooting. Thank you very much. Okay, I just want to make a note, there are candy canes that are my present, this is my present, guys, to you for the holidays. Sandra, yours is sitting over there, we'll have some for you.
I thought I was expecting a package with rolls. No.
Not sorry. And then I brought
Mine was already bitten off.
and then we brought food. I had little meatballs and tacolators and a veggie tray and some crackers and stuff. So, you know, you can help yourself at any time. And there's some cookies that came out from the RWK, our computer people. So that's where that's all from. All right, let's do the minutes. Have everybody had a chance to look at the minutes and find any errors or problems or anything?
I got one, page 2.
Page 2.
Yeah, page 2, couple of them. Page 2 of 5.
2 of 5.
The top sentence where it says, Will County Board District 1 Trustee, Judy Agala. Is she a trustee?
Board member, I think. I don't know what they call them, trustees.
They don't call it trustee.
What do they call, board members?
Board member.
Yeah, county board member. So we could just say county board member, comma, District 1.
County board members to the trustee.
Right.
Spot. County board.
Trustee, yeah.
And then in the second paragraph down under senior committee update, the conference center, this is a waiting list, or there is a waiting list. But this grammatical,
Excuse me?
where it says conference center under the senior committee update, it's a bullet point there, it's a conference center, no, I'm sorry, yeah, it says conference center, this is a waiting list to attend, or
It
there
said there.
there is a waiting list.
THCRE. Anything else, James?
No, that's all I see.
Mr. Eagle Eye?
No, nothing that we can talk about.
All right, all right.
I got one here.
Oh, you do? Okay.
It's not West Timber Lane, it's east.
That's why I looked at that and struggled.
Yeah.
I said, was that east or west? So
It's
I-
east.
No, I was saying east, west, east.
Residents residing on East Timber Lane
And
Road.
it's not west.
That
Under
works.
where?
That's
I'm on
one.
page 1, down the bottom there.
Oh, okay,
I
public
looked at that
comments.
and I
Public
said, I saw
comments, yeah.
west, I said,
Right.
well, it is west.
Yeah, first he hit just Timberlane, and I said, no, you can,
Yeah,
it's east or west.
It's east or west. It's-
So, you know, told him to, but it
Well, I
was east.
think I was just going by the people that signed in. Most of them put Timberlane, but then there was one, I think, put East Timberlane, so that's why I put
Okay.
Timberlane.
Yeah, I mean,
So it should be
This
west.
says west.
Yeah.
No,
It
it's
should be
west.
east.
It should be east. You put
East.
west.
Hold on, I'm confused myself. I put whatever
Right.
the other person
Says
signed
west,
in.
so change it
So
to east.
Yep.
it's supposed to be
East.
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 Yep.
Okay.
Okay, if no one changes, then can I have a motion to accept the minutes as corrected?
So moved.
By James,
Second.
second by Marie. Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Brown,
Yes.
trustee Young,
Yes.
supervisor Decker.
Yes. Okay, public comments, do we have any public comments?
Yes,
None?
yes. Dorothy Margraf, Timberlane, Monee. Today, WPAL recorded the wonderful effort that is being made by Monee Township to distribute gifts and food for Christmas. I hope you'll watch it on Comcast Channel 4 and later on YouTube.
Thank you very much. And nice
Thank
interview
you,
today. Next, we'll go to the general assistance report. We had 7 intakes, 5 applications, 0 flat grants, 0 other aid, 9 came pantry, 0 denied, 4 pending, 2 terminated, 5 are now on general assistance. For total spend for general assistance was $1,225. For emergency assistance, $1,714.72. For a total spent from November 14th through December 10th of $2,939.72. Our seniors, we did have a great time. We had a great time at the University Park Conference Center, and we had a great entertainment as usual, and everybody did a wonderful job and enjoyed their holiday. Our next event is going to be Friday, February 12th, here at the Monee Township building. And of course, everybody must pre-sign up, and usually the sign-up ends, it's the 12th, it's usually the Thursday of the week before, so that's the signed up by then. But we can only hold 100 people in here, because we fill it with tables and chairs, and it's very crowded. So I would suggest anybody interested would sign up far before the deadline.
Was it a packed house at the previous event?
Yes, we reserved 120 people and paid for it, and we had pretty close to that. We might have been short a couple people here and there, but that was okay. But they did a nice job for us. They did a really great job. The guy Paul Dixon did a very nice job, and he had enough wait staff to take care of people on a regular basis, and we didn't really have any complaints, so that was nice. Then I just want, if you notice, if you look around here, you'll see piles and piles of boxes. Hello, Terry. Piles of boxes. The food boxes are all over here. Back behind that table, which is loaded with pick-me-up items, there are garbage bags just full of the presents for everybody. There are 93 boxes of food, and that's 93 families, which means that we gave every child 4 toys, which comes to probably about 700-800 toys that we gave away, plus every adult 13 and up received 1 present. So it's a very huge undertaking. A lot of work goes into this. All the extra stuff that's laid out on the tables are like scarves and mittens and things that people can come in and pick up after they've gotten their basket and everything, and it's just something they can add, to their stocking stuffers, or maybe they just need a hat. So, and then of course we have the coat rack giveaway. We've been given a lot of coats this year, and so we again have people can come in and pick up a coat, and then so they've got a little bit of everything. I have a couple thank yous, besides, of course, Willa, of course, she keeps us orchestrated, and we wouldn't be able to run this program if it wasn't for Willa, so thank you very much, Willa.
Would you please stand and take a bow?
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Another important person is David. David and his crew, we could not do without them. Thank you very much.
Please stand, take a bow, David.
Just the crew. Just the crew. I was incapable of helping.
Being so modest, stand and take 2 bows.
But we have schools and corporations that have toy collections and food collections, and so his staff, they go to these places. When Toys for Tots calls us and says that that they've got their order ready for us, then they drive to Joliet and they pick up the toys there too, and they carry it all in. And so it's a massive undertaking. We hire a part-time person for the duration, I think for a month she's been here at least, right? Shirley Lathan, and then we had a college kid home, so that we put him to work for about another week, a couple weeks here now. And we need all the help we can get. Tomorrow is the day everybody picks up. It's going to be very, very, very hectic and busy. So we're hoping that people that, and we've had a couple of really great 4 or 5 volunteers that have helped too. So we're kind of hoping that some of those volunteers will come back tomorrow and help us, and especially our young man, and anybody who has nothing to do tomorrow that can carry something. We need something that can carry these heavy boxes. I mean, I'm talking
You
these are
say
heavy.
young man? That leaves me out.
Good. Anybody that can lift 50 pounds.
That leaves
or
me out.
30,
Keep
40
going.
pounds. Because I tell you what, we were lifting these up and putting lids on them. I can barely walk after that day. So it's very hard. So we do hope we have a couple men prospects. So,
You know where these baskets are going?
we start at 9, so we need to be here early before 9.
Harris Park and no sleeves, and we have one in Park Forest.
I want to thank you, Supervisor. You look so festive and really.
Well, thank you. I had to dress up for my interview with Mrs. Margaret
Oh,
today to
that's
talk
good.
about
Oh,
our
my goodness.
venture into this and then a few other township things that we talked about. So, you know, and then I'm a Christmas person, so, you know.
Oh, that's good.
My daughter tells me that my house looks like Santa Claus threw up in it, so that tells you something.
Well, that is good. We need that.
So you got all your trustees a gift,
Yes.
other than this candy?
No, this is your gift. I didn't gold bronze it, I'm so sorry.
Somebody already took a bite.
That and your food, you get the food, hey, you know, what do you want? Okay, I think that is it. Clerk's report.
Well, I really don't have anything to report, but I just want to make sure I get the minutes correct. Where you getting the east from? Because in Board Member Agalo's letter, she mentioned both west and east. But
East is, David says it's east, it's east.
It's considered east.
but all the registered voters they got W, and I took that to be west.
That's why I looked. I thought it was west as well.
I took it to be, and the person that signed in, one person that signed in that put a W,
Yeah.
Well, the sun wasn't out when they wrote
and
that.
the other person that signed in on the voters list is showing a W. So that's why. So I just want to make sure I have it correct.
I don't
So-
know, I always go by east and west.
So it should be east, and I just want to make sure I have it correct. So I would put
That's
east.
what,
I would-
that's what the street sign
I
would
would,
read.
I would change it to the east.
The street sign would
Her letter refers
David,
to,
if you're going
the
south
west.
on Egyptian,
Yes.
is it on your left or the right?
to your left.
That's east.
another,
Not questioning, I'm not challenging.
another thing they show
The sun
too
comes
is
up that way.
they do not show an east, they show us an S, and I would take that to be south. So I don't know.
Well, see, they've
Oh,
never,
yeah,
the
oh,
thing
yeah,
is, they've
yeah.
never dedicated any of those roads. or
Okay, that's
anything.
right. I would have the minutes reflect east
Thank you.
as you
That's
requested.
fine.
Have the
But I
minutes,
just want to make sure.
have the minutes
Also-
reflect Monee.
Didn't you want to tell them you need them all to sign that levy tonight?
I'll talk to them. I have.
Okay, nobody leave before you see Bobby, because he's got the levy that he's gonna file, but he wants you guys to sign. Normally, we just list the names, but he's decided that it'd be a good thing to have it more official looking if you sign. So if you please sign on
Sign
the
there,
line, that'd be
please.
great. And we will write in Debbie's name on that. Right, I did not say sign. I did not say sign.
Well, technically, Joe, you can attest that signature, but does not necessarily mean cursive writing. The signature could be printed.
Well, he'll type it in, I don't know, he can do that. He can- Whatever he'll do.
I'll
he'll
try to
figure
type it
out.
in. That's what I've done in the past. You haven't signed. You signed once, but not each time.
Okay.
You know, if this helps you at all, in connection with that property, you know, the Timber Lane east-west thing,
Joe don't say north.
I had pulled some of the deeds from the people who border on the piece there, and, you know, they don't have east or west in their name.
It's Timberlake.
It's just Timberlake. You know, it's like the 5500 block of Timberlake.
I actually got the addresses out in the car, so if you want.
Well, since,
That's just the way some of it is out there, out in the
Right.
country. That's just
but
the
since
way-
David is buying the road, he can say East Timberlake.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay,
that's
he's
all.
designated.
Then you can say anything
Right.
you want.
Yeah, it's-
This is your road.
Right.
Talk about that later on.
Okay.
Deutsch
Okay.
Road.
But I got that in my notes to ask you about that.
Right, anything else?
No, that's-
Okay,
that's-
let's go on into Highway Commissioner's report.
Oh, really?
Right on time.
All right, we're here. Well, I'll start with the easy part first. The easy part is no snow, there's no power. So we didn't have a very, we've been doing a lot of other stuff. And I'm starting to get back into things again. I still won't be able to drive a snow plow, but at least I can drive here and drive there without my nurse. She let me go. So I'm up and around. I try to put in half days here in the office and look some things over. The only other thing I did after last meeting, we had those people here from Timberlane East. Board said it was up to me, so I went out there and looked things over. And you know, what I seen was not what I recall. I consider it to be a shameful thing in Will County. So after doing all that, and looking at all that, I came upon a decision that I would just purchase that road right away and take it over and go in there and fix this thing up the way it should be. Start working on to get it up to standards of what the rest of the roads are. I just got the response back from the trustee that he accepted everything.
He did.
Yep.
And we sent a check in for
So
it.
then, you know, then reality checks in, but now I got it, know what we're gonna do. So I got hold of your report paving over here, him and I went down and looked at it. He said, yeah, okay. He says, what's the best thing, he said, I can come in here with a small cat and a roller. And he says, I can get stone in here, be about 500 tons. I can do it one day. We'll just get it leveled all off. You get about 3 inches on the top of it. So that we got it level, so at least it's drivable. And just let nature take its course and let it settle down. And then come back next spring and I'll probably put another layer of gravel.
Wow.
So now, have you done that already?
No,
Okay.
no. I called him up and right now we got the holidays coming in. But he'd like to get it done before it gets cold.
See, that's how government's supposed to work.
Yeah.
That's exactly how
And,
government.
and the price on that is $15,000.
Just for the land and land.
No, the land is
The 6 something, right?
$635.
635, so it's
Yeah,
about,
yeah.
okay,
Both
but
parts.
15,000 to lay it
Yeah,
out.
the latest is just gravel now. So I know everybody, $15,000.
Yeah.
Well, a year ago, we were using salt that I was paying $135 a ton for. This year I'm paying $61 a ton for the same stuff.
So 3
So
times
money,
less.
the money thing at $15,000, if you look at your budget, I got plenty in here.
I think it's just the right thing
Yes,
to
it is.
do.
Yeah,
They
I
start
figured.
there, you know, they came pleading
Yeah.
twice,
That's right.
and it's just the right thing to do at this time.
Yeah,
If we
I-
go
I-
further than that, you know, that's a little different, but
Yeah,
at least
yeah.
this point, we provided them some
Yeah.
relief. or we
So
are-
I feel pretty good about it. I'm gonna do some, I gotta talk to Joe, I'm gonna write up something. You know, the reason why I'm taking it is simple, because first of all, the fire department contacted me, and said they can't get back there.
And see, that's what bothered me.
Yeah,
Those
and
emergency
then
vehicles
the
getting
police,
back
they
in
won't
the-
even go back there, because they got stuck back there a couple times.
Mm. So
And,
it's a safety thing, it's a
And
big
so
safety
the whole
issue,
thing, and
too.
these people, they're in an unfortunate situation
They are.
that you got in.
And the thing too, what really drove me to push this a little further was that they are taxpayers. They are still paying taxes
Yeah.
towards the upkeeps of the roads
Yeah.
and all of that in the
Yeah.
township. But yet they
Yeah.
do not have any roads. And the
Yeah, and I
showstopper is
and
that
I-
being
I-
a private road.
I contacted the person on the end about turning around, because there's not enough room there for a turnaround. That person indicated to me, no problem, we can turn around here with snow plows, trucks.
So you can go into a driveway and turn around, is that, okay?
3-point turn and come back out.
So how soon will Iroquois get back in?
The what now?
He's supposed to call me tomorrow morning,
Tomorrow morning? Will it be done before Christmas?
hopefully, but I doubt it.
Just, so you understand, there does need to, there's a process involved here where the deed, there's gotta be a deed.
That's the they will be insured. The company that's doing the work. So, township is permanently involved in this.
So,
Okay, well, all I'm saying is
Oh,
that,
okay.
what I'm saying is that as I understand it from the trustee, when I was dealing
Yes.
with the trustee, is their process, they said, takes about 60 days.
That's right. That's
Because,
right.
because the contract has been signed,
That's right.
you pay the $635, whatever.
What trustee were you talking, what trustee are you talking?
It's the Will County trustee who handles the Will County trustee is actually an entity, which is a county, it's part of the county, and what it is, it's an agency that holds the title to real estate, which has gone through tax sales, like this property. Okay, this property was sold for taxes. Nobody purchased it. No private person purchased it. So the title goes to the Will County trustee. They hold it, and it's available for sale from the Will County trustee.
So let me make sure I understand. So David, you purchased this property?
From the Will County trustee.
In your name or the township?
Township.
Oh,
So the road, that's
The
what.
road district.
Okay,
Okay.
so road to somewhere, okay. David, you got it, you put.
Nobody
fast
wants to
on
sue.
it.
No.
Now you want to name that Timberland Road David Deutsch Road.
No.
Highway
But
Commissioner Department.
the contract is signed, they accepted the contract, and then what they have to do is they prepare a deed,
Yep.
and they have to take it action in front of the Will County Board,
Yeah.
and then the Will County Board approves it. It's just a formality, really. And then once the Will County Board by the chief executive signs off on that, then they issue a deed, they record a deed, and then it's the property of the Monee Township. Now, they told me, the attorney for the trustee's office told me that process typically takes about 60 days.
But
Now,
in the
if it's already-
meantime, can we get, since we're not having to use our equipment and they've got the insurance, can we get Iroquois in there to give some relief for these homeowners back there?
Well, I mean, technically, it's not our property to give anybody
Yeah.
authority to do that.
Which means they may have to wait. That's what.
I mean, I don't expect that the Will County trustee is gonna care, but it's not our property. I mean, it will be soon.
Well, that's,
Because the 60 days is already ticking out.
well, I didn't know we was gonna go this direction, but once we obtain the property, how much responsibility is invoked upon the township to allow that road to be further prepared now? How far do we go with this?
Just the first layer I'm putting on there. That's it, that's 15,000.
No asphalt or nothing like that.
Oh, no, we're
Can
years
we
from asphalt.
explain to the people
That's what I
it's a lane?
thought, but now we own it,
Yeah.
and, are they gonna come back, because now it's private governmental owned road now? That's a stickler to me now at this point, because we own it.
We talked about that
I
last
know,
week.
yeah.
Right,
And
and
he's
I
got
also,
to improve it so it's
Right.
usable and the
No.
emergency
Yeah.
vehicles can.
but
get
it's
back
not a road, because it's going to be a lane. It's not wide
Yeah.
enough to be a
No, I
regular
thought
road
it
of
was
any
right.
kind.
I thought it was
And that
wide
was
enough.
what it
That's
was,
what
and
we're
No,
David,
no, it was wide enough.
for a
It
road,
is wide enough
but
to be a road.
basically a lane.
Yeah, I
Dr.
see,
said. Right,
16 feet, that's wide enough to have one lane in each direction.
one lane,
That's not an
It's
issue.
only gonna be one lane.
one lane.
Okay, that's not an issue. The issue is now, do we maintain it or make it a road, because now we own it?
Oh, definitely so.
The whole problem was, we cannot go in there because we don't own it. It's
Ah.
private property. Now it's gonna be governmental property.
Wait a minute, Marcus, if I follow you
That's what
correctly, yeah, I think I hear two different things.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're talking about taking the lane, turning it into a road?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying the present condition of it now is horrible.
All you're talking about doing is paving it out so emergency vehicles can go in
Gravel.
and out.
Gravel.
Gravel.
Right?
Yeah.
Graveling, I'll fill the
Okay.
holes
Fill in the
up.
holes.
There might be
Right.
holes in there that are
So,
probably.
okay,
Right.
so you're gonna do that.
And then he
you're
will
talking about
have
it-
to maintain it
That's what I'm
because it
saying.
is our road. Yes.
That's all I'm saying. That's
He
what
will.
I'm saying.
Yes.
So moving forward,
And
do
David
we?
knows that.
Okay,
Right.
so-
He's accepted
so-
all of that, when he
That's all
bought
I'm
the
saying.
land, he
Nothing's gonna
accepted
move.
that responsibility.
Nothing's gonna move forward after the report gets that thing leveled off.
Okay,
Right, so
Once
at
I
some
own it-
point, we're gonna go in there and possibly
Yeah.
pave
Once-
it and all of that.
Right. No,
Okay.
No, he
That's-
never
that's what
said
I'm-
that. He's never said
I'm
he's gonna
not
pave
saying-
it. He said he would
you
maintain
asking,
it.
is he gonna do that?
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
so that would be technically the only road that we will have that's not paved, or is that a true statement? In our
Yeah,
township?
probably, yeah, you can say that, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So eventually, we're gonna find ourselves, and I thought that's what we was doing this as a courtesy to say, hey, we gotta do something to provide relief to these homeowners. So
Mark,
we said we was gonna do that. I thought we was gonna ask for, this is my understanding last time, I didn't think we was gonna purchase the land. I
No,
thought
he said he was
I
going
didn't
to.
think so. I didn't
He
think
did.
I missed
He
it. I
did.
thought we was gonna ask for.
I made that recommendation.
No.
and he
Okay,
did- and he did.
but I thought we was gonna ask for and get and obtain some form of waiver or some type of, being exempt from liability, a disclaimer.
Well,
And
that's,
we will go in there only at that point and just as a
David,
courtesy pays.
David mentioned
I didn't think
that
we was gonna own
he
it.
has a resolution that he's
Okay, I
going to
understand.
bring in
Yeah, I'll bring
January.
that there
And
next
that
month.
January resolution is going to have some of these type of waiver
That's right.
things in them, which is going to protect us. So that's what he is working on.
No.
And that's it, as I said, this is his bailiwick, and he's working on it with Joe, so it's gonna be done right.
Once, this is just an emergency fix.
Right.
all
I
it is.
understand
I'm
that.
thinking, once we
So-
get
so
possession of the road, then we're liable.
That's my case in
See?
point.
And the holes that are there, we're liable.
We're liable,
Yep.
and we are, and I'm almost sure that at some point we're gonna go in there and make that
Oh,
road
yeah.
conducive for driving
Well,
with
there's some-
asphalt and all of that, the
Not
whole 9 yards.
necessarily.
There's some trees that gotta come out.
That's
Yeah.
at some point,
Right.
because I can see it, the homeowner's gonna come back, okay, now
This is
you
not-
own it.
This is not.
Why is our road like this while everybody else's road is like this? You own it as a
But
township.
that's why he's doing a resolution as to what
Yeah,
he will and
there's
will
no-
not do in the future, so that it will be taken care of. Because he has agreed to do this road and basically do it, for life safety.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
gonna put gravel in it, fill the holes. He's not promising to do anything more at this time. Now, if in the future he decides to, that may change, but his resolution,
No.
I'm assuming, is going to have a lot of this waiver
It's-
stuff in it.
But you have to understand something too.
Yeah.
And this is maybe a simplistic way of looking at it, but the property is gonna be the property of
Only Township
Monee
Highway.
Township Highway
That's
District.
right.
Road district.
So, if it's no different than the township here having, let's say you have a defective rug in here and somebody comes in here and stumbles. Well, in the same way, if you fix the road bad and somebody gets hurt, there's liability. Just as there would be for somebody stumbling on your carpet that you wrongly, installed here. I mean, there's a liability because somebody's getting hurt on your property if if you're negligent in preparing it.
And that
We
would
make-
happen.
which I think Dave checked, and, that's part of the road system now,
Yeah.
and that's covered by,
That's right.
TORMA
Yeah.
And if
or
somebody
whatever.
got hurt on
So
one of
there-
our right-of-ways that we
there's that kind
have,
of
we have the
liability.
same problem.
You can't get away from
Easement,
Right,
There's not that much difference between the easement and the ownership.
right.
And again, I'm not gearing towards the liability portion at this time. It's just how far do we go? When we say we own the road, I
Oh,
would think we would have a standard
Yeah.
to address that road
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we have for the rest of the roads that's owned
That's-
here in the township.
But that's what his resolution is going to
I like
address.
that.
And as you know, this is David's
That's right.
bailiwick.
That's
We
right.
do not have a say-so on
Oh,
David's
no, I
bailiwick.
don't have a say-so,
Okay?
but I mean, still, it's our township and we are the
I got a
the
couple
body
of
here.
questions. I got a
that-
couple of questions. It was my recommendation that
Yeah,
it would be
I mean-
purchased
And
by
and he
Dave.
said last
Yeah,
week that he had decided to do it.
No,
That's
David,
my
you can't go
point.
out here and make roads all like this. I'm sure I'll have something and the whole board has have something to say on that, even though you have the right to do it. So, but that's not the point. The point I'm trying to make is we have to know as a board that if we own that road, that's owned by the township, okay? It's gonna be owned by the township, that we do not slack those people and just give them gravel while everyone else has asphalt. And
That's
we
right.
need to be aware of that. That's all.
That's right.
Because this winter, when you go in there, you're gonna, I would imagine you're gonna plow.
You're gonna have
You're
to-
gonna plow. It's gonna be tough to plow just the gravel. You're gonna be bringing and pushing gravel up at the end of the day. Come spring, you're gonna have gravel probably
Well, no,
pushed up. You know what I'm saying? It's a challenge there.
Yeah,
And you'll be back next spring trying to fill
Oh,
the
yeah, we'll get
holes.
it all filled back. in. There won't be-
David's well aware of his
Yep.
responsibility according to that road.
Yeah.
I'm
I do
not,
plan on paving it with it.
I'm not questioning
Within 3 to
David's
5 years.
ability. I know he's well capable
Yeah.
of doing it. I'm just trying to get an understanding
Yeah.
of what
Yeah.
that road is gonna look like at the end of the day. I would imagine it's gonna look like the rest of the roads that's out there.
You know,
Eventually, down
Yeah.
the road.
We can't say how many years though, so we're not putting a timeline
So when
on
we
it.
Cause I gotta do some tree work in there, there's too many big trees in there. They gotta come out, a couple of them. And I gotta get it surveyed, I'm going by where the old road is laid. But I wanna get it surveyed so I know exactly where the boundary lines are on this property, before I start doing a whole lot of work on this thing.
well, can I say something now? Can I get in on this conversation?
Sure.
Okay, all right. Well, first of all, I'm glad that you purchased the land, because it was my recommendation last time we met that it be purchased, but I didn't know if you was gonna be able to do it before that deadline. That was in that letter that Judy Agarwal sent us. So I'm glad that you got the land. Now, the other issue I have is a point Joe brought up, is that if it takes this process 60 days,
Yep.
then, my antennas went up, but I don't know what you're gonna be able to do for that road in terms of life safety before Christmas, okay? Because if we don't actually technically own it, whatever you do to it is gonna make us responsible,
That's right,
right?
yeah.
So
I'm aware of that,
how are you gonna be able to do that?
I'm aware of that.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna be able to take care of it, so at least emergency vehicles?
Oh, yeah,
will be in there?
I'm aware of that.
Okay,
The woman I told that I was gonna do all of this, she almost started crying.
okay, cool. Now, that's
The
my
residents,
next,
the residents are,
they already know
Yeah.
what's safe.
Residents are very happy we're
That's
doing
right.
They
the
already
little
know.
bit we're doing.
So I'm sticking my neck out
Okay.
here, but you know,
Okay.
hey, that's what I was put on this earth for.
Well, you're not out there by
Christmas
yourself.
present.
I want you to know you're not out there by yourself.
I know.
I don't know if everybody heard this when I asked David last month. I said, David, before we were against this, you weren't gonna put any money into it. And he said, I had to change a heart.
That's right. That's that cow, that's cow. That cowbell was coming out.
This is going on.
So I thought that was
So I mean,
good.
I know I'm sticking my neck out here a little bit, but
It's
at
still
the
the
end
right,
of the
it's
day,
still,
I
it's
feel
still
a
the
little
right
bit
thing
better.
to do. It's the
Well, see,
right
this
thing.
is how government's supposed to work. This is how it's supposed to work. This is how
Yeah, I guess so.
business need to be taken
Okay,
care
let's
of.
let's
okay?
take our act down to Springfield.
Well, they can learn, maybe they
Take
can
it
learn.
to you.
You know,
A lot of
see if I
places.
get this road built, Ileana will be next.
Dave, I'm telling you, this is so commendable. I thought you cannot exceed more than what you did for Pauline Road. Was that Offner Road? Was that Offner, the bridge?
Oh, yeah, often.
Offner.
Oh, yeah,
That
the bridge,
had
yeah.
been like that, unpassable for two vehicles simultaneously
I know
in the
about
same
that.
spot for probably 100 years.
Oh, yeah,
And you made that happen, where two vehicles can pass on that bridge
Oh, yeah.
in opposite directions at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
David does a good job.
David, you got my vote for president of the United States.
Did you have anything else now besides the?
Yes, I do. I just got a call. I got to meet at 8 o'clock Tuesday morning with Howard down in Monee Township about this water line coming in. They sent me a big package, and all the plans. I opened it up and looked through it. My check for $50,000 didn't fall out, so I put it back in.
That's going all the way to University Park? Is that the
Yeah, that's the
proposed?
one. We'll start working on that too. So I've also been working with the county on getting all these roads straightened out, and University Park too, so.
Did you follow up with University Park? in
No, I did
terms of
not.
the- Okay.
He called me when I was up at University of Chicago. I told him I've never heard
Provide
something.
water all the way to, that's the Kankakee
That
River,
was,
right?
Jerry Townsend?
Yeah.
Is that taking water from the Kankakee River?
Yeah.
And taking it all the way to University Park?
Yep. Up here
And different
right beside the lake.
municipalities tapping off of it, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess so.
And
The fire chief wants me to make sure we got fire hydrants. So.
David,
It's a
still, if you
big
can look for
project.
that light, if you can give us a
I
status the next time.
I don't know what happened to that. I
The
thought I had
same.
that all sold up. I gotta dig deep for that one.
That's okay, that's the light on
Maybe we gotta start over.
Egyptian and Hilltop, right?
Yeah,
Egyptian and Hilltop.
and then the other one too.
Well, I think that other one is for Will County, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, the one
On Will Center.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, anything else?
No, I think.
All right, thank you. Assessors report, Sandra.
Good evening, everyone. Short report tonight. First, I wanted to let everybody know that the 2015 county appeal period has ended. We did this year many more stipulations, agreements that where the taxpayer and myself and the board of review came to agreements for some reductions. We had approximately 177 appeals, but some of those stipulations were actually done before they filed an appeal, so we actually prevented a lot of appeals from getting filed this year by doing that. The supervisor of assessment, we had a meeting on Tuesday, and one of the things that she said that the county, countywide, that was kind of what everybody adopted. It was making more agreements to make the appeals, be lessened. In fact, she said about 3,000 appeals was filed, and about half of them were stipend across the county. And in our county, it was very low compared to some of the other counties that had, so many appeals. But this being a quadrennial year. We're gonna be, we've already started revisions to the website, and we're changing our host. We've had GoDaddy for a long time, and we're gonna be going with Comstar. So you'll be seeing some changes on the website. We have Joe working on that project, Keith Bray, Jamel, the new employee that I hired who does web, he does web, I guess you could say development, and myself. And Carrie Gwynn is gonna be leaving. She's completing her coursework. She's getting her BA in journalism. She's been the key person that's helped me with the newsletters through the years that she's been with the office, and recently helping me keep the Facebook page updated. She'll be leaving in January. We will be looking to replace or hire someone sometime in January, February. We have currently, all the students have pretty much left the office except me and Rebecca, who's still in school. And I wanted to let everyone know that I was just voted as a vice president of the Will County Assessors Association.
Good.
The last thing that I wanted to let everyone know about is we have open house. We have something annually every year around Christmas. And it's open to the general public and the elected officials and so forth to come just stop by and say hi to us. We have refreshments. So we're inviting everybody here, of course, to come on Monday from 9:30 to 12 at our office.
Do we have to bring some goodies, or you already have them there?
We have good.
Oh.
And that's this coming Monday?
Yes.
Okay, anything else?
That's it.
Excellent.
Thank you. All right, so Joe, did you have anything?
A couple comments with the lease agreement, but we got that done.
Is on the, yeah, we can talk about that on the new business.
Yeah, yeah.
Old business, I mean. Okay, let's go into new business. We have Will Ride. We have a September payment due of $3,238.83. And then we also received today an October billing for $4,756.78. Can we do that one today, Joe? I mean, I didn't list it on there, but we usually just do bills. We can't really do it? All right. We'll have to put that one on the next agenda then. Okay. So let's just, is there a motion then to approve payment for the September Will Ride?
This is dated October 2015.
Well, the one on the table was over. One in your
Oh, okay.
packet was
Yes.
September.
All right, cool. All right. So you want the September?
Right, $3,238.83.
So moved.
Moved by James,
Second.
second by Maurice. Any discussion on it? Roll call vote.
Trustee Bowles,
Yes.
Trustee Brown,
Yes.
Trustee Young,
Yes.
Supervisor Devlin.
Yes. The next thing is Will Grundy Medical Clinic. We last gave to them in January of 2015, which means that was out of last year's budget, and we gave them $2,000. So we probably voted on them in December, and the check was, by the time we got all our agreements back and everything, that the social service agreements back, then the checks was probably written at that time. So at this point in time, I would like to recommend that we send $2,000 to the Will Grundy Medical Clinic. They are really great and Willa can tell you all that, they do, but they do a lot for us. And it's a place that we send our clients when they want some medical attention, or they need some pills, or they need different things going on, and it's well worth the $2,000 that we spend.
So moved.
Moved by James, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Terry. Any discussion?
I thought when any social agreements, these entities that's asking us for donations, they provide us with their budget and, operating costs, expenses, so on and so forth. I thought that was our expectations.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
they can
I
do
guess
it on a
with just
yearly
for Christmas, we forgot to
basis.
ask, but we usually, when we've done something with somebody on a regular basis, which we do this year to year, we haven't quite done that. But we could probably ask for it, doesn't make it,
Yeah, you can ask for one before the check goes out.
right?
I think that's just to prove that we don't know ourselves asleep, even though we do have a partnership with these entities on a yearly basis, that it's something simple that they can provide for us, that we can have some financial oversight, look at it, and vote appropriately on it.
Sure, we want to then put this on hold or table it until January meeting?
No,
and
just amend the motion. Amend it.
Just amend it
To include
that,
the social service agreement.
that when they will ask for a budget when they send the social service agreement back to us. And then I'll review it, and if I think it looks still okay, then we'll send the check.
We can give you that authority, we'll have you look at it. I mean, we can approve it, but contingent on you change the motion,
Okay.
once you put it on the floor.
You want-
Have you look at it, give you that authority to say if you feel good,
All right.
good with it without meeting with us, we okay with it.
All right, why
But
don't you
moving
change
So I
the
forward,
move that
motion
we,
then?
I move that we accept I move that we allocate $2,000 to the Will County Grundy Medical Clinic contingent upon social service agreement being received and approved by Don.
With the budget.
With the budget.
Right, that
Okay.
they send a
The
budget,
budget.
right. And Terry, you want to second? That's brief, okay, seconding that. All right, then a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Bowles,
Yes.
trustee Brown,
yes.
trustee Young,
Yes.
supervisor Devlin.
Yes. Okay, we also have to adopt a notice for the 2016 meeting dates and holidays, and that was in your packet. We have all the dates, and we post these out on our board, and then these are also given to Bobby, who must actually publish them, and that is by law that we have to do that. So is there a motion to accept the notice of Monee Township public meetings and holidays? Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
So moved by who?
Maurice.
Maurice, seconded?
Second.
Second by Terry.
Oh, second.
Any questions? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Bowles,
Yes.
trustee Brown,
Yes.
trustee Young,
Yes.
supervisor Devlin.
Yes. All right, we'll go into old business. We were having a lease agreement for the assessor's office at 46 Town Center in University Park. We'll let our attorney talk to that.
Yeah, this is turning out to be a little bit of a challenge.
Hold on, sorry, Joe.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
We got something here that doesn't quite look right. Sorry.
December 23rd
And
and
you
the
got the
26th.
26th.
Says Friday on both of them.
Yeah. Something's,
For Christmas,
sorry,
says,
Joe, we had to go back and,
says
for the
Friday,
holidays,
Christmas Eve, December 23rd,
And then
and
Friday,
Friday,
Christmas
Christmas
Day,
Day,
the
December
26th.
26th.
Okay, I changed them.
You'll change the dates because the Friday and Saturday, and then other next week, Friday and Saturday.
No, because Christmas Eve is on, Christmas and Christmas Eve, I think it's on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, so we
Okay.
get
So you get
That's why I
Friday
get
off.
the day before and the
Right.
day after.
Oh,
So then for Christmas Day, you're,
Get Monday off.
get a Monday off?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll have to change then, the Friday is fine, right, for Christmas Eve? So then
it
the
should say
Monday,
for Christmas Day.
Monday is Christmas Day.
Observant, that's
And then
what
the
we're-
Friday for New Year's Eve is okay, and then Monday is okay, all right.
Yeah,
just
so it
the
should
Monday.
just say Monday
I'll
right
go
there.
back and check it.
All right.
Okay, so we good with that.
Right,
The key
okay.
is you put observance.
Yeah,
It's
that
not
is.
the actual day.
Right.
it's the
Right.
observance.
So, you
That's-
did,
yeah,
so that's good.
That's the key,
Right.
yeah.
That's it. But you still got Friday.
Oh, okay.
But you come to work with me.
One question, the bottom two observances are spelled wrong,
Okay.
so we might just go back and change the spelling of those.
Yeah, you left the S out.
Yeah, is the S is missing.
Okay, well, we already proved it, so we'll go ahead and make those changes and it'll be
Sorry, Joe.
posted correctly.
Back to you, Joe.
That was the food baskets, right?
Good catch.
I was just trying to second and look at it.
Good catch, no. I know.
I had, you know what I'd done? I had looked through it and it just went by dates, and I'm thinking, oh, those dates are good, you know?
You know, you see what a year and a half of being a trustee will do for you? See?
You just read better on mine.
That's her lifting them boxes around.
Okay, Joe has the floor,
Joe
talking
has
about
the
the lease
floor.
agreement.
Yeah, you've got in your packet a couple things. You'll recall that back earlier, I think it was in October, we had discussed having a new lease entered for 46 Town Center because the lease that was in existence had expired. And so I contacted, or attempted to contact, I suppose, University Park, this Jana Townsend, to,
What is her position?
she, at the time, was acting, or interim village manager. I'm not sure what her position is exactly now.
We're not certain. I think it might be village manager.
She's village manager.
Now it's village
Now
manager.
she's village manager.
There's
Okay.
a lot of moving parts there.
Yeah.
Too many.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn a little bit about University Park from my conversations. So we sent the letter off, and if you recall, we then had a meeting and we didn't hear anything from University Park about this. So at our last meeting on November 19th, we were asked to follow up on it, which we did on the next day, November 20th. We contacted Ms. Townsend's office again by a letter, and we also sent a copy of the letter to Felicia Frazier, who was also one of the attorneys for University Park. We didn't really hear anything in response to that until we did get a call from Ms. Townsend's office, from actually, I believe the lady there was Shirley Bowling, I believe.
Okay.
And apparently they were having trouble finding their lease. So they asked that I provide another copy of the lease to them, which we did. Back on December 1st or thereabouts, I think it was actually the day before that. And we still didn't hear anything. So this week I started following up with telephone calls again, all through the attorney's office, because now we're at the posture where I'm an attorney, so I have to deal with the attorneys. And I put about 3 calls in. I eventually did get a call back today, this afternoon at 4 o'clock actually, from Ms. Frazier, indicating that they did have our materials. They were, I guess the best way I can say it, they were in the process of evaluating and discussing what to do, but it sounds like they have some other things on their plate which may be taking some priority over this, is the best way I can put it, I guess. She assured me that they were looking at it, they're working on it, and they'll be getting back to us. But as of this moment, they hadn't really taken any action on our request to, work up the new lease.
Did they give us any timeline of any kind?
That, I was not able to get that out of her, to be honest with you. So the answer is, we haven't really progressed that far on it, unfortunately. We did send a letter, we had a couple suggestions that we thought they should make some additions or changes to, and nobody said no to any of those things. And there's no indication that there's any issue with it, it just sounds like they just haven't gotten to it.
Haven't gotten to it. They are having a
That's the
few
same response I
problems, so.
got. Yeah, but they do have some big stuff, they're not just blowing you off, they have some big stuff.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that impression they're blowing me off.
Right.
I've gotten the impression that they
Right.
just, they've got a lot of other stuff going,
Right.
so.
So at this point, we just wait now until maybe January and get back to them and,
Well, my
after
plan,
the first
my
of the
plan
year.
is certainly that before the next meeting of our board rolls around, to put another call into them and find out, and to continue doing that until we get something done.
Okay.
Well, I think the beauty of it is that we know they have it,
Yes.
and they know of our interests.
Yes.
So there has been some improvement in terms of communication.
Okay, at least we've talked to people this time, right, so is an improvement. You can help yourself to food too if you're hungry.
Thank you.
Okay, well, is that okay with the board? We kind of wait and then
We
you
don't have a
contact
choice.
them again in
We don't
January
have a
and
choice.
then see where they are at that point in time? All right, that's
Like
what,
I said, they
I would
have
think they
bigger
would-
fish to fry at this point,
Yeah.
but they have us on the radar.
We don't have a choice. I would think that they would demonstrate the courtesy of taking initiative and contacting Joe since he knows it, since they know he has been, trying to reach them numerous
Right.
times, but again, we have no choice but sit back and wait.
all right, we will do that then. Okay, let's go on into project reports. Anything going with, on youth?
I did finally got in contact with someone in the Governor State. And the reason they have not given us the okay to move forward on our youth program is because of the state Illinois budget crisis. They had to lay off numerous people, and they do not have support for us for the program. It said as soon as that budget is passed, they will have someone for us. And the only period of time that they cannot support the youth program is during the summer, which we do not use anyway. So he said, if you hear it on the news that the state of Illinois passed the budget, come and knock on their door the next day.
Well, at least we have an answer.
We got an answer, finally.
I'd rather have an answer than
It
no
took me buying a
answer.
lunch, a steak dinner, and all of that to make it happen.
I appreciate the
And
effort, thank
I
you.
just let them see $100 hanging on my pocket, but
Sure
I
you
didn't
did.
give it to them. Okay, but, I was,
Yeah.
So there would
I
be
didn't
no
get-
calendar.
Hmm.
You would not create any kind of calendar?
Not at this point,
The day
right.
after you talk to them?
yeah. Mhm.
All right, well, we'll wait on the budget then. I think there's a lot of things waiting on
They
that
said
budget, so.
They had to cut a lot of programs because
Oh,
of
yeah.
what's going on.
Okay, anything on going green?
It's going green.
Okay. Everything is going green. All right, let's move into then the trustee audit of accounts. I'm going to start the sheet down here with you, James. Maurice, Terry. Take one and pass it down. Your name, please. Okay. Is there a motion to approve the audit of accounts from November 20th through December 17th for the total amount of $73,736.94?
I move that we approve the account for November 20th, 2015 through December 17th, 2015 for the sum of the amount of $73,736.94.
Second, somebody?
Second.
Second, James. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, then roll call vote, please.
Trustee Bowles?
Yes.
Trustee Brown?
Yes.
Trustee Young,
Yes.
Supervisor Beverly.
Yes. All right, are there any board comments?
Sorry I was late. I just got back from Seattle on a late night.
Yeah,
I'm so glad you're here, so that's good.
that's good.
I was very sleepless.
You die hard, the jet lag,
Like
2-hour
the-
difference.
Everyone
Yeah,
lost their
4
holidays.
hour layover in
Okay,
San
Bobby says happy holidays to
Happy
everybody.
holiday. And you know what, I want to thank our reporter here. There was a beautiful article that she did in the last time she was here, and it was in the South Voice. It was, I'm like, wow, that was good coverage.
The Southland Bowl.
Southland Voice, Southland Voice,
Southland Voice.
Southland Voice.
Township Board?
Yeah, she did a beautiful article about us. I'm like,
You still
I
got a
didn't even
copy?
think we said that much.
You got a copy of it?
Oh, so usually we don't get any coverage unless it's by our videoing, and so that was,
Well, nice to have it. That's right.
yeah, it was good to see that, so.
And I want to wish everyone happy holidays and a happy new year. Want to thank Ms. McGrath for coming in today,
Yes,
and she's
yeah,
giving us a
she's-
little publicity too, and we
Yes,
appreciate
absolutely.
that. That's very nice of you.
Absolutely.
And I wish everybody here a healthy and happy New Year also.
Yes.
I'd like to, well, I'll have more discussion about it next month, but I went to the Creek Monee School District hearing at Monee Elementary School, and I went there as a resident, okay? And I was most impressed with the academic scores in the areas of math and reading that's going up with our students. And I got to thinking, you know, that based upon this new curriculum that the school district is employing in the middle school, I think that there's a way that University Park Public Library can support that plan in terms of a after-school and summer program. And based upon our experiences this past summer with that tutoring program, I think that something can be developed to feed into the academic curriculum that the school district is employing in the middle schools between 6th and 8th grade. So as I was brainstorming this, as I was sitting in the audience and looking at the documentation the school district had put out, I spoke with Ms. Hirsch, you know, the curriculum superintendent, and she admitted that she was thinking about the same thing for the students during the summer. So her and I agreed that we would talk about it. It has nothing to do with the township, okay? But based upon our experiences with that tutoring program this past summer, I think that what we learned in terms of the need being there, and based upon this, I don't know very much about this new curriculum that Coretta Scott King is using in this. Yeah, the IB program. I don't know very, I gotta do some research on that.
Well, it's
They do?
proven, it's a proven, that is our high achiever school.
Okay, well, I know
It's
that.
using the international baccalaureate.
See, I was on that. I was on
Lariat.
that.
Baccalaureate.
I was on that. I was on that committee that made the recommendation that you know, Hickory School be renamed, and we gave them 3 possibilities, and Coretta Scott King was one of the names that was recommended because she did a lot of work with children in the area of literacy. So I was on that committee, that community committee that did that, and they made the recommendation to the board members at that particular time. So after that, you know, my son, my youngest child, was one of those chosen for the first group of students going in there. But he didn't want to wear a uniform, so he wanted to go to, so he went, you know, to the regular middle school. But I don't know very much about the academic program, but I do know that the school district had said that they was going to begin employing it within the middle school, middle grades.
Yes, we are.
That's going to transition into the high school.
Yeah.
So as I was thinking about that program and thinking about, based upon our experiences over the summer with that tutoring program, how we can feed into it within University Park Public Library. So I approached Ms. Hirsch, and I've already notified the president of the board, Marilyn Payton, and Tracy Duckworth, our director, and just mentioned it to him that I had been thinking about it and brainstorming. So it's an idea in the making, okay? It's an idea that I'm still brainstorming, so I'll bring you more to it. Because
Great.
it's going to affect, Monee residents.
Right.
So, it's another idea that I'm.
And so it could be tutoring handled between the library and the high school, and Creek Money.
The school district. The school district.
That'd
But
be good.
I wanted to bring it to you guys
Which is where
because
it
we
should
learned.
Mhm.
We learned something when we did that
learned
tutoring
something.
program this past
We
summer.
did, I mean,
Okay.
it was
learned
a
that-
quick start, it was a
Yeah,
fast
we
start.
learned
Yeah,
that
we
it
learned
was
something.
needed to
Yeah.
be done by 201U is what we.
Yeah.
Thanks.
In addition to that, Donna,
Let's pretend like nothing happened,
Donna is real sincere. Huh?
No, that was not a joke, that was sincere, yes.
All right. And I want to wish everyone a
A happy
happy
Christmas.
and a Merry Christmas and an
But
enjoyable
just on that note, too,
holiday season. And please be careful out there because,
well, just on that note, just throwing it out to the public again, the middle school, we building an addition onto that to house not just our sixth graders, but the seventh and the eighth graders gonna have space in that addition as well. And it's gonna be ready, should be ready by the fall of 2016. And again, we are going to invoke the IB program in that whole middle school. We're talking about 1,200 students. And I'm looking forward to you. And you have a program that has been proven within the district with the high achievers at CSK to bring that to the 6th and the 7th and the 8th grade level. And we're going to look to expand that throughout the district in some capacity. So I'm excited. I'm
good.
excited about learning.
Great. All right, is there a motion to adjourn?
So,
Moved by Terry,
second.
second by Maurice. Is there any discussion on that? And then roll call vote.
Trustee Bowles?
Yes.
Trustee Brown?
Yes.
Trustee Young?
yes.
Supervisor Dagger?
Yes. I'm going to give our reporter a candy cane too.
You do?
Help yourself, please. This is meatballs and